Not sure. You can lane the Centaur against it, and you're absolutely fine.
Or like a Storm, maybe.
And again, yeah, it's still Templar push to the side lanes, which we've already established she does not like doing.
10 seconds.
I mean, Brood's not amazing. They have the BKB piercing, like Soulbind as well. They could put the Centaur mid, like you say, up against the Brood, but I feel like they just accelerate the game so fast. They pick the Ember themselves.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that, but
no,
I guess it
I
makes
wasn't.
sense.
I feel like they kind of wanted to leave that hero alone for a little bit, but apparently not. Apparently they still feel that a bed is strong enough to go for the Ember, so we'll be MP on the Morphling, a bed on the Ember Spirit. And yeah, with this Undying Skywrath, a slightly unusual support duo, no stuns between them, so very light on the whole stun situation for FNATIC. But they've got plenty of damage to go along with it and a lot of mobility as well, so that should make up for it. Meanwhile, RNG, they've got the Templar and the CK. These are our heroes they've been playing a lot of. A very comfortable draft for them. What the hell is that Grimstroke set? That's just not a hero anymore.
It's the one for the new collector's cash as well.
Get out of here. That is not... That's my glance value, man.
It's pretty awful, I'll be honest.
I literally looked at it like, who the hell? I had to look at the bottom to see who it was. My God. Anyway, I'm slightly off track there, but yeah, who do you think's got the better draft?
I like Fnatic's draft this game. They have a lot of bursts between their 3, 4, and 5. I think the CK and Centaur have to be super worried in the side lanes. I feel like Fnatic's lanes are okay. I think a lot of it's going to come down to the mid lane between the Ember and the TA. And but I feel like they should be fine on Fnatic.
Well,
like if the Ember and the TA trade evenly, then I think Fnatic will be fine.
Yeah, I've also noticed that Skywrath's got some weird lance thing as well, which I'm not too happy about, but we'll leave that one behind. Yeah, I think Fnatic have a pretty nice draft this time around. A little bit greedy. I feel like their lanes need to go pretty well, but they should do, considering this Undying and Skywrath both very good in the lanes, especially versus the heroes they've got. And yeah, with 2 strength cores on the team, I feel like this Undying becomes a very valuable pick. Do they have the ability to take down the... They don't even have the ability to take down a Tombstone very easily with the heroes they have.
It's not easy, but they can. I'm just...
Well, you gotta like
I feel like
the
for
Phantasms in. I guess with a Stampede, they should be able to do it all right.
Yeah, I feel like RNG have to play really well around this Inkswell and the Phantom's Embrace to win this game. Like, you have the Centaur, you have the CK, even if you can put it on the TA, like when she blinks in and goes, I think it's going to be super key. And obviously you have that Phantom's Embrace for the silence up against the Ember and the Morphling, so they aren't unkillable.
What? I can't hear you, mate. What you...
Hello? These goddamn lines. I swear to God.
Honestly, like every single time you hear like other casters starting the game, and they're always trying to ignore the voice lines whilst trying to talk over them, and then like getting super distracted. I'm always just like, just address the elephant in the room. You're being drowned out. You can't fight the voice lines. Just gotta let them do their thing. You know, I almost feel like you shouldn't talk for the first minute of the game whilst they get it out their system. You know. Like excited children when they're sitting there the whole draft, you know, like getting twitchy, getting like a little nervous, like ready to play, and then they get into the game and they just want to like spam as many keys as they can. Talking of getting twitchy, Twitch are the official sponsors of EPICENTER, so you know, streaming partners, very cool. Give them a shout out, give them a follow, give them your money. Just take a picture of your credit card and put it in the chat, and Twitch will do the rest. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That's not endorsed.
Oh, Skywrath. No regen. All about harass. It's the classic, isn't it? Like you just you bolt them, you run to the tier 2, you do a side.
Is that all his money?
Yes.
2 circlets, 2 mantle. Yeah.
165.
I did the maths. He needs all his money. How much damage does Arcane Bolt do now?
1.5 times 1.6. I can't be bothered to do the maths, I'll be honest.
1.6 times 35.
1.6 times 35 is like an extra, what, 50 or so? Just a little bit more, 55.
What's the base damage? It's
55 plus
60. 1.5, then you do it the square root of 32 times it by the... And it does about 10. Does about 10 damage. Arfu pinging the ground. Ice coming up onto the high ground as well. Throwing out a couple of arcane bolts there.
Well, the Inkswell.
There's the Inkswell on Monet as well, and he's got the bolt ready to go. They're just looking for the kill. They don't care about the bounties right now. They're going to have another arcane bolt, chaos bolt, sorry, in 3 seconds. Too many bolts in this game already. But DJ is going to be absolutely fine. They give up both bounty runes for this. So I got to say, If we do the maths again quickly, just see 43 to the power of 2 and divided by 20. That's not worth it. That's basically what it says. Not worth it for RNG. They didn't make the value plays, unfortunately. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Abed battling up with Setsu straight up, just using that Flame Guard to try and melt down the refraction, but it doesn't work level 1 because it doesn't do enough damage.
Very sad.
Very sad.
Setsu's going to get pressured under his tier 1 here pretty heavily as well, so see how much Abed can do. Can he get the deny? Ooh.
Abed taking some damage from the tower right now, but we actually have first blood going on the top lane. Goodness.
I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest.
No, I don't blame you, me neither. But yeah, and also the Undying getting very low down here, but he was just doing some pulling shenanigans, so he was okay. And just going to suicide himself to the tower, as we did see him going to do.
He hasn't got any XP. What was he doing?
Oh, he was stacking the wave up.
Right, okay.
Meanwhile, Arfu, he's actually dead here, I think. A couple of right clicks will do the job, but Ice is going to get stunned up. Manages to get both of them inside of the Inkswell, doing a fair amount of damage, and also slowing them down, and able to get himself some more hits off some money. The big winner of this lane thus far.
Right, what does DJ do here? Who's he going to deny to? That's the question. He's going to get a pull-off here, but... Ooh, good pull.
Yeah, managed to make it happen somehow. They managed to drag one of the many creeps back, and Arfu interrupts the whole damn thing and just resets it all. Nicely done. Keep it legit, Arfu. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Abed and Setsu are just brawling with one another, constantly on top of each other.
Bot lane as well. Ooh. There's
Okay,
Magic on Undying. It's only level 1. So.
Yeah, everything hanging in a very fine balance down here in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, DJ, once again on the run, just stacking some camps and denying to the tower at last.
I'm surprised the Centaur's getting as much out of the lane as he is. I feel like this Jab's Undying should be doing more, but if he was messing with the creep wave at the first, I feel like the first couple of waves are the most important when you do this Undying versus Centaur. You really want to bully him out as early as you can.
Man, just getting his strength sapped away. Jab's currently with 20 stacks of decay on him, doing the damage. Landham dropping low. Meanwhile, at top, nothing quite happening up here. Feel a little bit debated right now, Mo.
Come on, man. I tried. He's Sankey's struggling to get CS, though. He hasn't got 5 deaths like Zai did already at the 3-minute mark.
no, it's definitely going better than Zai's lane, but he won that lane, and MP's just going to throw down the adapter to try to ensure the kill on the range creep. Meanwhile, Abed dropping a little bit low here, but he gets his bottle delivered, so should be able to heal himself up quite readily. And there's actually a rotation coming in from DJ, but they've got
he has the concussive as well.
So he should be okay, although the damage coming in, they need a TP rotation in the Warlock. The Witch Doctor will be coming in to think that. But Korea? Okay. He's using it to scout out Skyra.
I think they're just waiting for the next concussive shot before they make another move. And Setsu doesn't have a salve on him at the moment, so...
Yeah, he's going to be stuck on this low HP.
It's 15 seconds for Flame Guard, but they might choose to wait for that.
Yeah, they're not making any plays up top whilst this is going on either, so Ice left to his own devices right now. Setsu coming forward, and this could be the death of him as he pops some mangoes to try and get some damage in, but they're pinging out the Skarath. He's coming in for this one. He's got the concussive shot, going to throw it in, but it's actually the Ember who's dropping really low here. I bet it's going to drop, but now the return kill comes in from DJ immediately afterwards, but still a little bit too far away, and Setsu plays the lane very, very well. Nice Ice going down on the top lane as Monet and Arfu close the gap, realizing that the Skarath has been gone for way too long. Kills across the map right now, and well, in the end, I don't even know who that's an advantage for.
These lanes are going so poorly for FNATIC at the moment. TA's got 10 denies mid, so if you look at the XP difference between the two, Setsu's more than a level ahead of the Ember at the moment.
Yeah. Also getting that kill before the Ember went down, of course. I mean, like at least the Skyrath enjoyed that, and he's still sticking out mid.
The Skyrath's realised that you can't really win the top lane anymore. Because this Inkswell just does so much damage, and they can just chase it down, like with the Reality Rift and the stun.
Yeah,
so he's trying really hard to win this mid lane for his Ember, but this TA is so difficult to gank.
Yep. She's going to be level 6 soon as well, and that's just going to mean traps all over the place, really hard to find an entry point. Meanwhile, Landham actually spots out the Skyrath here, and we'll throw down the Maledict, Coconut as well, just doing as much damage as possible to DJ, sending him back to base basically here. Meanwhile, Abed's still trying to play up versus Setsu in this middle lane, but again, now 16 to 22.
That's going to be 3 runes for the dire side as well.
The
thing I don't really understand is how this Centaur's got so much CS in the bot lane. I can understand it's difficult for the Undying when there's a Witch Doctor there just to counter initiate, but I feel like Jabs has the potential to be bullying more down here. I might just watch this game again just to see what happens. I feel like it's something I could learn. Maybe RNG knows something I don't.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've seen is
flyby. Oh, this Undying might be in trouble.
Yeah, he's holding on to this third skill point here. I'm wondering if maybe he just throws down the Tombstone and tries to turn around with a couple of decays, but nope, he's just getting absolutely destroyed here. The Maledict will finish him off, no problems at all. That is going to be another easy kill for RNG down here. They are just putting pressure across the map. FNATIC looking very lost right now.
I mean, Setsu's level 6.5 and Abed's just at level 5 on the Ember. It's really not going well. Even Ice tries to just secure the mid lane rune for his Ember. Turns out bottom. DJ turns up. Abed really wants this, but the Witch Doctor's coming over to take it. I don't think he's going to get it.
It's just too slow. Sky actually takes it and spams out a bunch of spells, so Lanham gets a bit of a beating for that one, but he's more than happy to mess up this Ember's Day. Continue to mess up Ember's Day, actually. But
he might be in trouble here. There's an Inkswell coming in.
Comes the Inkswell. Arfu's on top of him. The silence comes out. DJ's coming in from behind, but he's way too far away. He does manage to dodge out the Inkswell stun, but gonna get off enough damage in time. He does bring down Arfu, but Arfed will fall all the same. And DJ unable to punish Setsu for this either. So again, TA just getting away with whatever she wants right now. This is getting out of hand very, very quickly for FNATIC. They need to find a way to win one of these lanes, to turn something around. All they've really got going for them is MP with a little bit of farm, but even then, Flyby is just pretty far ahead.
He's having a great time, isn't he?
Sure is. Jab's coming in and forcing them back and throwing out a heal and doing all those things which an Undying can do. But
top lane, Phantasm's come out. Ice might be in a little bit of trouble here. Okay.
Ooh. Can't keep the vision on him, but now they've got that Phantasm bracelet and they certainly will be able to hold him down and bring him down, and that is going to be an easy kill onto the Sand King up here. Tried to juke it through the trees, but unfortunately wasn't enough.
Abed manages to destroy the sentry ward of Setsu, but unfortunately he gets it back in return, so Abed's still not going to have the sentry vision for these traps in the mid lane, which is a big worry for him. He's about to hit level 6. TA's already level 8.
DJ coming in on behind though. They will be able to get this kill onto Lanham, so FNATIC finds something.
Top lane as well. Ice again.
Inkswell pops off, and that's just going to lock him down more than long enough for them to finish the job. Arfu and Monet. No relaxation happening up here in the top lane. It is not accompanying Spy Retreat. In fact, it's a meat grinder of death every single time anybody comes up here. And
Abed does get the rune this time, at least, on the Ember, so that's nice for him, but...
Oh, it's a regen rune, great. Sorry, I'm being a nut a bit.
Okay. There's another trap, though, as well, is the big worry.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, God. Okay, I kind of wanted him to get slowed down again there. Yeah, slow him again.
Are there any ancient stacks for the TA? They haven't done any ancient stacks. That's something, at least.
Yeah. This is really clutching at straws here, but yeah, this is a horrific start to the game for FNATIC.
This Morphling's... I talked about Morphling being that hero that you just build up an advantage on the enemy offlaner. It hasn't really worked out this way.
It hasn't, has it?
This game too.
I don't know what Jabs has been doing. Like, I really don't. You know, we both said at the start of the game, you know, this feels like a great Undying game. You can just come in and run people down, but he hasn't been doing that. He's actually TPing to mid as there's 3 heroes in already.
Oh,
and
God.
Jabs is like, yeah, I want to be part of that as well. Let's make it 4. Why not?
As well.
And now they just see the opening. They just go on to the Morphling now. Luckily, the rotations are coming in. Isaac gets the stun off onto Grimstroke. Can they make something happen from this? They do have the Sandstorm down, blocking him up as well. Arfu taking some heavy hits, and this should be a kill for FNATIC. They make the rotations in. They still have plenty of TPs to spare because they walk to that middle lane gank, and that does mean they can find a kill. But again, it is just a Grimstroke. It is just 195 gold, and this is big TPs. And meanwhile, the towers will be pushed. Monet is going to push this one in. He'll probably pop Phantasm just to get some extra damage on this tower. I wouldn't be surprised.
They TP'd 5 heroes down to the bot lane. Well, I think there were 5 for that fight, just to get a Grimstroke kill.
That is not because Jabs just TP'd mid, and I'm fairly sure.
He was bot lane before, though, right? Like, and then he TP'd mid because nobody else was there.
Yeah, he TP'd mid to help with the gank onto TA or whatever that was. I don't really know.
Oh, Ice manages to... Oh, he doesn't take the rune. The burrow strike was just too late. Disaster.
Is this
He's
just
going to steal a stack,
a not their day kind of situation?
And maybe they're tired, or it's difficult to know though, right? It feels... I don't know. They're just not the Fnatic that we've seen for the rest of the season so far.
Still, anything can happen. It's still early days. You know, the game isn't turned just yet.
This CK's getting absolute free farm though, which is it got to be a worry. Like if you look at the net worth on the cores this game, right? Like CK's about 2,000 gold at the head of the Morphling already, and he has a Midas. So it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. But still, you know, Fnatic, they've got the Morphling. They're the ones with the Morphling and the Ember Spirits. These two heroes can make a lot happen if you give them just the tiniest bit of space. We know this to be the case.
I think Setsu understands that they can't really make plays across the map either on the Fnatic side, so they're just going to go for that Deso just to farm towards the Blink quicker. We saw the Blink first from Abed last game on his TA, but Setsu not really under the pressure.
Top lane, they managed to get the kill on twice. Ice Jab's also going down here as well with the Mystic Flare. Will take down Monet. No, it won't actually. He's absolutely fine. They take any damage from that at all as Abed comes in, wrapping around the back. The Burrow Strike comes forward onto Monet. Could be in some trouble. CK locked down. He's used the Midas on the big creep just before he dies here, and he might actually not be dying. MP still chasing. He's got the Adaptive Strike strength and will be able to lock Monet down for a little bit longer. Ice trying to close it back. He's got the Burrow Strike if he gets within range, but I don't think he can. I think he's too slow. Monet will get himself out and give himself a little trumpet of victory as he makes his getaway.
Sure. I've been hearing that noise in my ears for this whole game, and I wondered what the hell it was, and I couldn't work it out. And I've just realised it was the CK taunt.
It's pretty fantastic, isn't it? Well,
that is pretty. I haven't heard that before. That's because nobody plays CK in pubs, I'm sure.
Yeah. I like the Legion one most. It's very silly. It's
that cast just stole both the creeps away. Oh, Abed's not.
To be fair,
having
if
a
it
fun
jumped to
game.
him, they might have killed him. So.
You know what the best bit about that? Even if Monet had died, he got the Midas off anyway, right? So who cares? And he gets out as well. It's just the icing on top of the cake.
Cake. Ice. Are you sure you want to start right-clicking that illusion? I don't think you do, but he goes for the Burrow Strike 3, gets silenced up immediately after, and in comes the X-Squad trying to chase him down. They have the vision though, and in comes DJ just trying to hold them back. Throws in the concussive shot. The silence will be returned. Yehovy, Grimstroke's wife, walk back to him.
Oh, not this lore stuff again.
Jeez.
Just doing it for people that don't know, you know, people are interested in this kind of thing. It's our jobs to give the people information they don't have, and, you know.
DJ?
So it's less TPing into this one. They want to go for something here. They Burrow Strike forwards. They're trying to go on to Setsu on the backlines here, but Abed's taking actually a lot of damage. He's stunned up on the double edge, and the damage will be enough. Setsu, though, does eventually fall. They'll look towards Flyby as well. Looks like he might be able to get away. Meanwhile, on the backlines of the fight, they were able to take down a DJ.
Yeah, the two supports just picked off DJ, but if they manage to take off the TA in the trade, you know, at least they get a kill.
Oh, nice Burrow Strike up onto the high ground there just before Yehovy connects with Ice. Will be saved from Grimstroke's wife.
Mona gets the 150 gold from the tombstone kill though as well, so there is a 10k net worth advantage at 13 minutes into the game.
Jesus.
Ice has 2.6k net worth, which is less than half of that of the enemy offlaner in the center.
Yeah, I was kind of avoiding swapping over to net worth, but I guess we will do it.
Yeah, it's not pretty. Not for Fnatic fans.
Oh, even the fancy points aren't looking good. We're past the stages when that bug will just throw 0 across the board. Even that's looking bad.
After just constantly bringing out mana regen as well, and mangoes and clarities, just staying on the map all the time with this inkswell. Lanham has to earn. I assume he's going to be building that Spear of I saw again, like we saw in the last game from him.
MP just trying to farm up this Lincoln Sphere as quickly as possible, and then has the Aghanims queued up, interestingly.
Okay.
Don't know if that's a play, but, you know, I'll trust. Meanwhile, they get a kill onto Lanham.
With the way this game's going, if the Axe Morph was ever going to work, it's definitely this game. With the cooldown reduction on like Sleight of Fist and Flame Guard and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, even the Sand King stun would be nice.
Agreed.
If there's ever a game to make it work, it's this one. If it doesn't work this game, it's never ever going to work. Ice Frog, give more for new axe, please. I don't really know why the Centaur and CK are kind of farming the same part of the map together at the moment. They seem to be a little bit scared to send anybody towards the top side, towards that Sand King. I think they know, you know, that is the only kill threat for FNATIC up in this top lane, I guess. So. Just playing really pretty passively at the moment on RNG. They're kind of flatlining the network.
They're jumping in deep, and they're going to find the kill onto MP. Brought down very quickly indeed, and now they can open up this bottom tier 2 tower to go along with it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're making rotations over. Jab's pinging it out, sees Arfu here, and immediately pops that flesh golem to turn around onto him here. But Arfu's actually doing a pretty good job on the front lines. They jump in with the TA, and they'll actually be able to get both these kills with some beautiful slide blades to rip through them. Land him with the ultimate, but not really doing anything because he can't see anybody. Arfu falls, but it's still a really, really nice little play from RNG there. Setsu going to town.
You know the angles when they just line up.
Yeah.
Just because of the soulbind and the way that the way the trees were there. TA's like, I will perfectly take that side blade angle. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like they were just stuck. They were just completely stuck where they were. Like there was no way for them to move away from Setsu there.
I mean, it was the Inkswell stun that kept them locked down. But
yeah.
Even so, the angle's just gorgeous.
The angle of the dangle was correct. DJ throwing in a couple of bolts onto Lanham here. So much damage.
Deny.
And that is where Shan very quickly dispatched. They run up onto the high ground, but immediately run back down again. Arfu's like, nope, never mind. They get the Searing Chains off onto 2. The Orb's chasing as well. Going in deep onto this one, actually. Abed really wants to find this kill onto Lanham right now. He throws down the Malediction with the ultimate from MP on the high ground as well. They're trying to do a little bit of damage as they jump in.
On the burrow?
Yeah, they've got the Epicenter coming through onto the TA. She's got the Aegis, don't forget, but if they can take it away from her this quickly, then that would be pretty nice for FNATIC as they chase Setsu away. Setsu, they just need to regroup on RNG, hold the lines, and come back at FNATIC with everything they've got.
Honestly, I thought that was going to be a lot better for FNATIC, but they managed to just get out.
Yeah, it
on the
looks
side
good.
of RNG. Mono ran down the hill. I mean, I think if the Sand King had blinked on top of the CK with the burst strike, he probably would have fallen. But Mono with a heads-up play, I think he saw him because of the observer ward on the hill, so knew that the blink epicenter was coming in. That's a really nice ward actually. On the dire side.
Where?
Next to the Roche pit, in the outside of their jungle.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you a lot of vision around this Roche pit. Good for fighting.
DJ's level 7 on this guy, right? All top lane.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dearie me. TA is getting shortly dispatched. That is going to be a nice kill from FNATIC coming out there, but do they have enough damage to bring it down a second time? I'm not too sure. Let's see what they can do. I mean, MP is on top of him right now, but Stampede's going to come out. Jabs is ready to play catch though and comes in. Now the rest of RNG are joining up with this one. There goes the Soulbind, holding them still. The double edge coming out, and with the ward, it's just not doing enough damage to really bring anybody down right now. But finally, MP will fall. That's a great skill to start off this fight for them as Monet just rips Abed apart. Both your cores are gone. The fight is over. FNATIC, can you get out of here? Jab's trying to hide, but he's a horrifying flesh golem. He's absolutely huge, but does manage to make a juke through the trees and get himself away. I have no idea what the angle was. Absolutely.
How's he managed to that?
He was like, yeah, guys, I'm just here.
I like how that they valued the Tombstone as a bigger kill than the Undying. That was nice. Like, well, we think the Tombstone will give us more gold, so we're going to kill that instead of the Undying.
Yeah. Probably commit more to the fight as well.
That was really nice by Lanham. He managed to get the Maledict off onto the Morphling, so that even when that Death Ward came out, most of the damage came from that Maledict.
Ice are going for the Epicenter play. They're trying to bring down the Flyby as quickly as they can, and they will certainly be able to do so. It's a little bit greedy there from Flyby just to be on the front lines whilst they're all up. That magic damage is far too severe for the Centaur to live through, even with the Pipe of Insight. Just a little bit more than that.
Monet's minus was off cooldown for about 10 seconds there. I'm a little bit disappointed, I'll be honest. Where's that efficiency?
Just not there.
This taunt's actually so good. I might just follow him the whole game. Ladam has the gold for the vessel now on the Witch Doctor, so if Morphling's game wasn't already hard enough, the fact that he's building Lincoln's first as well is a little bit of a worry to me. Like, they still have Grimstroke Inkswell. They have the Centaur Stomp. There's going to be a spirit vessel that he can't purge off.
Arfu gonna get burrow struck upon once again here, and now stuck inside that sandstorm. They're even gonna use the stampede to maybe turn this one around actually, as Ice just gets completely destroyed. Setsu on top of them there, doing a ton of damage from that Desolator. DJ going for the TP out on the trees, will be able to do that successfully as RNG look forward for more up onto this high ground. Jabs is here, got caught out by the storm, by the ETA as well, blinking on top of his face, and that would be a kill onto Jabs. Down goes the Undying, and a nice little ancient kill as there.
Yeah,
that was the efficiency.
That was a really nice Phantom's Embrace by the Grimstroke. They tried to go in with the Sand King and the Sky Raft, but he managed to get the silence onto the Sky Raft before he popped the Mystic Flare.
You alright there, buddy?
He's fine.
Why did he pop this Phantasm? There's
Kill
no
potential.
tower.
He's farming anyway, dude.
Kill potential there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if he pops the Phantasm, and now he's just smashing into these creeps. Don't you use these on the use on the range creep? Is that value? Is that cash money? Is that
that's fine.
Okay.
I've done the maths. Your maths earlier wasn't very good, but you know I'll do the maths this time.
Thank you.
At least
your
he
job
used it
after
when it was
all.
off
You're a
cooldown.
maths tutor, aren't you?
Part-time maths tutor.
Easy.
Bad Dota player. I'm everything you could possibly want.
Yep. Find him now on every Tinder. I don't know how Tinder works. I don't know if that's a thing you can say, but.
Do you reckon Tinder would ever sponsor a Dota tournament?
Oh,
Center.
team. Hope so.
Yeah. Oh, this trap's gonna get set off though.
Maybe
that pipe just makes him so tanky. Like, how would you ever? If the Leicester Centaur's like by himself and he doesn't have Stampede. Oh wait, he was by himself and didn't have Stampede and he still didn't die.
Yeah, I think Tinder are actually sponsoring FNATIC because they're kind of getting fucked.
Oh dear. That was gruesome. No one laying down the hurt, guys.
I believe. I think the comeback potential is real. Let's see what they've got. I mean, Mone's actually just walking onto the high ground right now. No, that is not where you go. Monet is not living, although he's actually turning it around onto Undying a little bit there, but he will not be living through this engagement. FNATIC immediately proving me wrong with a good little play onto the CK there, though. They did walk up into the high ground into 5 heroes. They were very well set up for that one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures.
So what's the game plan for RNG now? We saw them do this last game though as well, where they built this really big advantage early on, and they kind of just carried on farming and allowed this advantage to just grow rather than play aggressive on the map. And at the moment, like they're just being more efficient. Like FNATIC can't go around solo at any point in this game, and RNG is just taking advantage of that. If this TA is getting farmed, yeah, Monet made a mistake on the CK, but it happens.
I shall not report.
Ooh, RNG. They're hunting here. A bed might be the prey, but he has got a remnant up. It's going to be a tricky gank for them to get here. Let's see what they can do. Centaur, he's got the blink. Can he make it happen? Doesn't look like it. They don't know he's here, and the bad is actually just walking around the back of all of them right now. Arfu finds him. He needs to get in really close if he wants to get his Phantom's Embrace. The stun will be off the mark, and he can just get himself away. Oh no! What? Where? How? Where are you doing there? Oh no! Ember Spirit, not like this. That is not what you want to happen right now.
Well, we say mistakes happen. That's just, we're getting another example. That's all. It happens.
Yeah. Goodness me. Well, I mean,
at least when Arbor dies, his Midas isn't off cooldown. That's like a moral victory.
Well,
right?
He doesn't have one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh right. you really had me confused right there.
I'm trying to clutch at straws for FNATIC here, man. They're 20k behind in 24 minutes. I've got to bring everything out the bag.
That's true. That's true. At least they're having a nice time. Enjoying Moscow. I'm sure there's some nice karaoke bars in Moscow. I'm sure they'll be tasting all of those at some stage.
It will never be as good as the old Pain Gaming karaoke. Oh, those Brazilian boys were very funny.
They know how to karaoke, that's for sure. If you ever want a lesson. Although I think Complexity gave them a pretty good run for their money as well. Also very good.
They were very good.
Attendees.
So Monet's almost got his BKB on this CK. MP.
He could be in some trouble right here. RNG just surrounding him and will be able to find this kill. So MP caught outside of the base. This might be high ground potential. Morphling just coming out to farm a little bit too deep right now. Does have
Look at
buyback, but I
RNG
mean...
here as well. Like, they get this MP kill and look at them instantly TP for the bounty runes towards the top lane because they know FNATIC are going to want to try and get something to get their way back into this game. And they're just not giving them anything.
Actually, look at Flyby, immediately blinks onto the high ground, just waiting to see if anybody's trying to catch them here. They're just playing so aggressively. They leave our food behind to make sure he gets these 2 bounty runes at bottom because he knows that none of Fnatic are going to go for it. RNG, really nice reads across this map.
I'll take that.
I mean, FNATIC are trying to just push their limits to get whatever farm they can off the map, but it does mean they bleed these like pickoffs every now and then. But
of course,
you have to try because otherwise you're just going to be sitting in your base and falling even further behind than they are at the moment. Like, you don't have a choice.
See, that's the problem, isn't it? When one of your players is just spamming pubs to get 10k MMR, not playing with the team, maybe that's the issue here. Is, yeah,
the
he's got the
BKB.
BKB just turning this one around, maybe not checking the items out, maybe just trying to get the kill as quickly as possible. But he's just powering into the Undying right now, and they ping that the Tombstone is probably up on the hill. The zombies are coming, you need to get yourselves out. As the slow comes in, concussive shot. It's really slowing them all down here as the zombies start to stack up and up and up, but they're slowing down Lanham. Lanham caught inside the chains. They do see him down there on the low ground. They've got the sentry down, but in comes a Stomp. It's onto 2, and Setsu with the perfect side blaze once again. Can they bring down the Morphing again? It's a really nice epicenter, but it's not enough. They're trying to chase down the Sand King. Now he's down on the low ground, but caught out as well. They've only lost the Witch Doctor right now, and now they're going to look for more. As DJ going for the TP out. Setsu, can he find him? He just needs a Maelstrom. Doesn't quite get it off in time.
That was a TA with a DD rune as well, remember? So they absolutely melted everybody.
Okay, yeah, those side blades. Setsu is so good at like lining them up. Actually, so good. Look at their tips coming out right now. Tipping each other, to be fair. You know, it's both times slaying into it right now. But with the voice lines, with the charge down this middle lane, the barracks are falling. FNATIC, they kind of got their macaroni cheese a little bit here. That's what I meant to say last time. Soup stirred. Yeah, I said macaroni fried last game, and it's not right. You don't fry macaroni, in case you're any budding chefs out there trying to look for advice. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm being too 2D with my thinking.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're not creative enough with your
Inside
cooking.
the box, yeah. Fry your macaroni. Who cares? Bake your orange juice.
So it's not looking good for FNATIC, it has to be said. Roche is going to go to RNG here as well. It's the Aegis and the cheese. I'm struggling to see how they will pick somebody off here.
Yeah, RNG have to throw massively, I think. Stun coming off. Another Tombstone on a hill. Worked kind of well last time until you lost the fight. Maybe they can do it again, but this time they've got vision up on that hill to be able to see the Tombstone. And, well, they actually get rid of the sentry up there, which was revealing it, so... Doing an okay job of keeping control of this side of the map, and they're actually going to try and jump straight away onto the Templar. They're going to take away Aegis immediately. Arfu up onto the high ground, tries to go for the Soul Bind, but it got cancelled out by the Lincoln Sphere. But actually, DJ's just TPing out of this one, but does get cancelled by the Inkswell. Eyes brought down quickly as they jump on top of the... Oh my god, where is he gone? MP reduced to nothingness. He is out of the game. Setsu just going on an absolute killing spree right now. MP throws in the towel, as he should, because FNATIC are out of this one. This is not their series. It's not been their day. They did manage to beat Pain, but unfortunately, just didn't look good for this last series, unfortunately. RNG take it 2-0, and unfortunately...